Hey guys, I just wanted to come and just touch bases with you quickly. I kind of just had a moment where, you guys know what's going on currently with the state of affairs with the government and the recent attacks that was taken out on the Capitol, and it just caught me off guard and kind of, in a way, in my lifetime, I've never seen or known anything like that to have happened. And when it happened, I was actually in the doctor's office and I was vlogging and just got a call of with someone just a family member just frantically telling us like, hey, something crazy is really happening right now. And so I just thought it was so strange and ironic that something like that of such importance and such magnitude could be going on and you don't even know it. So here you're gonna see in this video, I was moved and compelled to just kind of just give my opinion, and it typically is not something that I do, but it was just a moment that I just felt compelled to kind of just speak my mind. This is my platform, and so this is one of the times I wanted to just, hey, just kind of tell you guys how I felt about it, because it is news, it's something trending, and it's what's going on right now. And so, hey, if you rock with me, you gotten to know me through my videos and everything that I do on this platform, then and you want to hear my opinion, or you care to know what I think, then please rock with me, watch this video, and please share your thoughts in the comments. If you don't rock with me like that, or you don't really care about my opinion, and you don't want to really hear any more about all these things that are going on, then please, hey, don't watch this video. It's not for you, and I feel absolutely okay with you saying, hey, just not for me, and passing it on. But if you do, then please watch it and listen to it with an open mind and an open heart, and hey, whatever your thoughts are, and whether it's in contrary or in support of my thoughts, then hey, let me know in the comments, and we'll talk about it. Other than that, man, you guys take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And on to the video. It was the actual Capitol that was stormed?
Yeah, they were in the middle of doing, I don't know what the procedure is, but electoral college something, verification or something.
Right.
And they freaking stormed the Capitol.
So guys, I guess while we were going on, so we're back, and I don't know if I'm going to put this separate or even keep it or what, but I guess while we were in the doctor's office, like, all of this stuff began to happen, and we're starting to like really hear reports of it and what's going on.
I got a phone call from my mom telling me that Trump protesters have stormed the Capitol. Not the White House, you guys. The Capitol where the Senate and everyone meets.
Yeah.
But.
And then we're seeing like all through the city, there's like protesters, Trump protesters.
We just passed a huge
rally. And so I'm just like, well, I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of crazy, so I'm not sure what.
Hope you guys stay safe out there, man.
Yeah, and
these things are happening.
Just be safe and make sure you're aware of your surroundings
at all times
and what's going on, because I think that's just absolutely crazy. And I don't care who you're for, whether you're Trump, Biden, or neither, or what, whoever you're for. I mean, if you call yourself a true American, then you should be against anyone disrupting,
our democracy.
Our democracy. And I think everybody has their rights of their opinion.
Oh, absolutely.
But
absolutely.
Sometimes right is right and wrong is wrong. Yeah. Period. Well, that's something my mother always taught us. Like, right is right and wrong is wrong. You can have your opinion all day long, but if something's wrong, it's just wrong.
It's just wrong. I just feel like on no level is storming the Capitol okay.
My mom taught us, like, even my wife will tell you, my mother sat my wife in front of me and told her, listen, if Chad is no good, I'll tell you he's no good. He ain't shit.
She literally did.
If I thought he was not good for you, or if he wasn't shit, I'll tell you, baby, fine, don't put your trust or heart in him, because he ain't shit. He gonna hurt you. right in front of my face.
She really did, man.
And she was serious.
Yeah.
Like, she was straight up
Didn't crack
serious.
a smile, nothing. Serious.
Very serious.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what she would have done. She believed and taught us wholeheartedly, right is right, wrong is wrong. And I just think, man, it's wrong. Like, things that are going on, man, it's just wrong. And I think impeding our democracy and our processes. I don't agree. I don't even agree with the Electoral College. I think it's very outdated. And I think that it's completely outdated. It doesn't really serve the purpose that it should.
Not anymore. Like, it's just like you said, it's outdated.
Absolutely not.
It's an outdated practice.
But
I just hope it doesn't get violent. I don't want any lives to be lost,
Us resulting to civil unrest and having pitting violence, American against Americans and violence against each other is crazy though. Like,
it makes me very worried for our upcoming inauguration of, President-elect Biden. If you're starting with storming the Capitol 2 weeks out, what can we expect as we get closer to the inauguration? Like, they basically, stated or shown that they don't accept, the outcome of our vote. And the people have spoken.
Of the election, yeah.
The people have spoken on who they want to be, the president.
I mean, I think it's obvious. A lot of people spoke like we want change.
States that were historically red states became blue. The country wants a change. Accept it.
And I think we want more fighting against, like, COVID and fighting.
To say that Biden's perfect.
Oh, by no means.
Nobody's perfect.
Listen.
But we want to give him a chance to do something. We don't want more 4 years of what it always what it's been. We know that.
And I don't even really talk as much about. I mean, we all know what it's been. We all know what has happened, what has transpired, what's taken place. But my thing is, like, where are we going with it for the future? Like, for the children of this world and for the youth. Like, where are we going? Like, what is the next thing? Like,
I want to have children that can walk down the street.
Listen,
and not
walk down the
fear
street
that they're going to be gunned down.
That they can actually go somewhere and breathe. The plight of the black person, or black people, indigenous people, colors, whatever you want to, that plight, minorities, that plight has been for hundreds of years. It hasn't changed. I don't care what anybody says. It hasn't changed. And I don't know that it will. I can't see it changing anytime soon. But even beyond that, what has changed the world as we know it, is we have a global pandemic. That even in the pandemic, it affects black and brown
about
people
what color you are,
more. But
what gender.
It's killing white people, black people, Asian people. It's killing all people, and we're all affected. It comes a point in time to where you have to sit and say, you know what? I know we were enemies yesterday, but right now we have a bigger problem. We need to band together and face this other problem.
We can go back
we fix that, then we can go back to fighting and throwing sticks and stones at each other, and we'll figure that out. But right now, there's a bigger picture and a bigger problem. And right now, the fact that we have 2/3 of our nation unemployed and are in some way affected financially, and where's that money coming from? People talk about having a stimulus and this and that and all these things, but nobody's talking about what's the effect of our country and our financially that's going to do for the next 10 to 15 years. Because there's hundreds of thousands of people that are without jobs. And if you're without jobs, then you can't pay taxes. And if you can't pay taxes, then where's the money that the government going to be getting this money from? And I wouldn't dare get on social media and start spouting off or talking as if I have all the answers or I even know what all the questions are. Let alone answer shit. I don't even know all the questions that we should be asking.
Exactly.
But I know a lot of the problems that we have, and I know the problems that we have right now are bigger than black and white.
Yes.
They're bigger than, Trump or Biden. They're bigger than all these things that are going on. We have a global killer and pandemic and issues that are affecting
a mutual enemy.
A mutual enemy.
COVID.
A mutual enemy.
Yeah.
And that's just what we're dealing with now. Who knows of just me and where I've gone to school with and what I know of viruses and diseases and things like that. They change from person to person. Who knows how this is going to mutate, how it's going to...
It's already mutated. They've got
they already have reports of a stronger strand out, and it's just been a year. We don't even really know how long it's been out.
Ooh,
right?
That's a good point right there. We don't even know how long it's been out.
Who knows what the face of this thing is going to be another year from now?
Yep.
If anything, I wish that no matter what Trump's position has been before, I wish that I would love to have seen just to say, you know what, man, forget all the other stuff and forget what's going on. Let's get together. If the people have spoken, they've spoken. Let's get together and figure out what, how we can transition and what we can do to get a start on, fighting this.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Oh my God, man. Some collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
I just, even within the stimulus checks, because of spiting each other, and what gets me is that you have people from both sides. You have Republicans and you have Democrats that sit up in their high horse and their high chairs on top of everyone else in their governmental positions, and they're making decisions for the people that are suffering. But they're protected. They're there with their money in their big homes, in their their protection and all of this. It's almost like they're looking from behind a glass bubble shield, and they're arguing and fighting about decisions that the real people need help now, and we can't get it because they're too busy fighting with each other and not willing to work with each other to make a decision that affects John Q. Public or whatever they call us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it, man. If anything, all these militias, all these people, that's what they need to be storming the White House about. Not about, oh, well, Trump should be president or all this. They need to be storming about, y'all need to sit down, shut the fuck up, get together, and get something done to where we can, stop the hemorrhaging of finances and all the things that are going on.
$600 a person is not going to stimulate anything.
Do you know how quickly you can go? Listen, I don't even. You guys know.
Sure y'all know.
I'm very private, and I don't put a lot of my business out there. But you know how quick I blow through $600.
Quick, real quick, boy. You pay a couple bills.
Listen, I can blow through $600 in one bill.
You get groceries.
One bill.
Gas in your car. That's it. That's gone.
One bill and some gas, and I'll go through $600.
Yep, gone.
Literally, $600 ain't shit. That ain't stimulating anything. It's really not. Are you thankful for it? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Will it help someone? Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna. That might be somebody's meal. That might be a couple more weeks on for rent, or
on your bill,
another month
rent.
of electricity or something.
Yeah.
But instead of arguing and fighting about that, why don't you guys be sitting down and working and trying to hammer out some new legislature to say, oh, well, we're going to halt we're going to halt people from being foreclosed on right now, or we're going to halt people from getting their cars repossessed, or we're going to halt people from getting evicted, or we're going to do something that's going to help people, in small businesses that really help them, where not these fable loans that they so-called, or grants that they so-called, we're going to give out that nobody ever really received.
The big corporations got them though.
Man.
Not no small businesses.
The ones that didn't really need it.
Right.
It's crazy, man. I would just love to see
some more
collaboration and more people talking about those types of things rather than seeing fighting and feuding amongst, our own people that your neighbors and that you live in the same cities and states with, and you're fighting because of like so-called principles that are unfounded. Like, what are your principles? What are you really standing for? Like, you're fighting and you're standing for something, but have you really even thought about what it is you're fighting and standing for? What principles? Like, what are you doing? People are crazy, man.
Really are.
I don't know. Listen, man, that's big soapbox. Like, you rarely ever see me or hear me on the soapbox or talking about.
You're always laughing and
listen,
joking,
I'm the guy that's always light, and listen, guys, I'm always the guy that's always trying to bring laughter and joy to the room, and ease people's suffering. But sometimes it's like there's things that I'm like, don't get it twisted. Like, I'm always thinking about these things. I'm always, going and doing what I can and seeing where I can make a difference and trying hard to be able to make a difference, not just for my family, but for other people and my people and communities, so that changes can be made. And it's sometimes it's just like, it's just some things you just can't laugh about because it's too serious. It's too serious and it's too heavy. And I just think, like, people seeing on the news, I mean, I was like shocked when I'm here in the doctor's office and the doctor's visit, and we come out and my wife's mother is calling and they're like, "Oh, do you not know what's going on?" And I'm like, "No, like, what are you talking about?" They're like, "They're storming the freaking Capitol. Like, there's literally there." I'm like,
I googled it and there it was.
I'm like, and then we look around and we're hearing the news. I'm like, are you serious? Like, just that quickly, we could be in, under martial law or something, or, under another lockdown. Like, just that quick. Yo, man. I don't know if you guys believe in prayer or how many of you believe in prayer, but listen, man.
Pray for our nation.
If there ever was a time that you thought about or think or wonder or even just want to say, hey, it can't hurt to say a prayer for your nation, for each other, not just for yourselves, but include each other, man. I pray for you guys. When I pray for you guys. I pray for everyone in the sound of my voice, whoever can see me or hear me, that, God touches you and shows his face. And, I'm not a religious person at all, but I know prayer. I know God is real.
Yes.
And listen, if there's ever was a time that, people should be called to pray, now is the time. And, I'm no saint. Listen, I mess up. Y'all hear me, cursing, cutting the food, acting. Listen. But I'll tell anybody that will listen to me. Listen, God is not for, and prayer is not for the perfect or for the righteous. It's for the people who are imperfect. It's for the people that are out here wilding, who have a problem, who's got issues, who are broken. I am absolutely broken and a work in progress, and I have issues that I fight with every single day. Like, by no means do I want to portray to you guys that we perfect, I know you hear me joking, and I'm always trying to make my wife laugh, and I keep it light and trying to make sure, like, but we go through hell sometimes. But I'm just that dude. I'm just that guy that is like, listen, if there's one thing I can do, I can put a smile on my wife's face. If nothing else, no matter what pressures or burdens that we're going through, I try to keep it light. But that by no means doesn't mean that we don't go through things. We don't have our issues. We don't have our problems, or we're perfect. But
we're never gonna portray that to you guys.
Never.
There's
I
a
never
lot of
would.
YouTubers out there that'll make it seem like everything's rainbows and hearts.
It's
all the
not.
time, but
It's
not.
really not. I promise it's not. But that doesn't mean that you can't, think about prayer or believe in prayer or say a prayer for, when you're saying a prayer for yourself, say one for this world, man, for the country, for our nation, man, for the leaders, and something, man. We gotta do something. Yeah, man. Shit's crazy. But that was just my, 15 minutes of soapbox, man. I'm gonna get off of it because, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this or not. But I don't know, man. I heard that, and then as soon as we hear that, not long after we bend the corner, and here's all these Trump protesters rallying and
up and down
the streets, and I'm just like, wow. It's a really awkward air, like it's a really awkward atmosphere, and it's heavy, man. So that's enough of that, man. So hey, whether you believe in God or not, He believes in you. If there ever was a time to pray, now's the time. Now's the time. Like, what do you got to lose? What do you got to lose, man? Say a prayer. All right, I'm out.